So what is up guys, welcome to AGT Tech and Motivation YouTube channel, and from a lot of days or weeks or months I'm planning to make a video dedicated on the iPhone buying guide for 2019. Those people who are going to buy iPhone or are planning to get one for themselves. In today's video we're going to be discussing which iPhone you should get and what are the pricing or what is the pricing for all of the present iPhones. So guys, without any further ado, let's get started. So guys, as you can see, we're now on the computer screen and now let's discuss the pricing. First, as you guys can see, the Apple iPhone 6s 32GB space gray version is for 29,799 rupees, brand new from Amazon, and it will get a decent price in the offline market, approximately 25,000. And if you're watching an iPhone for a second hand value, you will get it approximately for 17,000 to 20,000 rupees range. So guys, now this was regarding the iPhone 6s. Now let's talk about the iPhone 7. Let me search for iPhone 7. Okay, so you can see in this Amazon's advertise, the iPhone 7 32GB version costs 38,999 rupees, while if you go in an offline retailer store of Apple or any store which sells iPhone, you will get the iPhone 7 for 32,000. And if you're planning to get a second-hand iPhone 7, then its price is going to be 25,000 to 28,000 Indian rupees. Now let's discuss about the iPhone 7. And yes, again, I want to tell that we have discussed the price of the iPhone 6s, iPhone 7, iPhone 8 and the Plus variants, the 6s Plus, the iPhone 7 Plus, the iPhone 8 Plus. I'm not including in this video, it's not like this. It's going to be there at the earlier part in the expensive range. This range I'm talking is about the range where you can, the category of this video is according to the pricing of the iPhone and not according to the generation. So now let me search for the iPhone 6s Plus. Okay, so as you can see, the iPhone 6s Plus on Amazon is priced at about, here I am not seeing any results by default, but I've seen on Flipkart that the iPhone 6s Plus worth approximately 29,000 rupees, and in the offline markets you will get it for approximately 23,000 to 24,000 rupees, and in a second hand value you will get it for under 20,000 rupees. So now let's talk about the iPhone 8. So guys, the iPhone 8 is pretty new, as if it was launched in 2017, so it's not a pretty old smartphone to be taken into consideration. Here as you can see, the iPhone 8 64GB product red special edition, it doesn't matter, any iPhone you'll get it for 57,699 rupees, and if you want the special variant iPhone 8 product red version, you can pay 57,990 rupees. So according to the standards, as I'm starting the video from the iPhone 6s and not from iPhone SE or 6 or 5s, because those phones are not at all usable and are not even getting the iOS 13 update. Yes, the iPhone SE gets that, but from a long-term usage standpoint, these are the phones to go for. And if you want to get the iPhone SE, that's not a problem anymore, but the iOS 13 update is pretty big and it will only look better for any user on a bigger display, and the 4-inch panel really makes us feel a little less, and there are less off-axis viewing angles in that display. Now let's talk about the iPhone 7 Plus. So guys, now let's talk about the iPhone 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 Plus 128GB costs, here the first result is 59,900 rupees, and the iPhone 7 Plus 32GB base model cost 48,999 rupees. In fact, it's going for 50,000 rupees, and in the offline markets you can get this iPhone 7 Plus as less for 40,000 rupees, and in the second hand market you will get it in between 32,000 rupees to 38,000 rupees. Now let's talk about the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 is the best selling iPhone in India the currently, because you might say that this is so expensive smartphone, but the iPhone 10s and 10s Max go up to 1 lakh rupees, and that doesn't make any sense. But the people are more interested in the iPhone 10 rather even than the budget iPhone 10R, just because its price and the features which it offers. In India, its production has started, so there is a tremendous price drop. Still, it's not actually a really budget and phone by any means, but still it makes sense for many other consumers. As you can see, the iPhone 10 64 gig version costs at 68,999 rupees. As you can see, they have highlighted as lightning deal, so it is again the best selling smartphone. Now let's talk about the iPhone 8 Plus. Now comes the iPhone 8 Plus. The iPhone 8 Plus 64 gig base models price is 58,900 rupees. Guys, and I'm not discussed, sorry for that, regarding the iPhone 10 second-hand price. Actually, the best-selling iPhone 10 second-hand value is crazily insane. You'll get the iPhone 10 from 45,000 rupees to 50,000 rupees for the 64 gig, and you're talking about 60 to 70,000 for the 256 gig in the second-hand market. And in the offline stores also, you're not getting a price different than on the online stores, just because its production has started in India. So the pricing is not going to vary a lot because there are not tapping charges now with your iPhone. So now let's talk about the iPhone 10R, which has to be, or which should be, the budget smartphone by Apple. But the price really clearly makes no sense, because for 10 to 15,000 in India you will get best smartphones. In India, I think probably the Xiaomi brand, the Vivo and Oppo are making the smartphones which are affordable to people, and which even include technologies such as the hole punch display, and even offer the 3.5mm headphone jack with waterproofing or water resistant. So it makes a pretty simple decision for the normal Indian consumer when he or she is opting to get a new device. Now let's talk about the iPhone 10R. The iPhone 10R 64 gig version cost 58,900 rupees, while in some offline retailer stores you will get it for 52,000 rupees, and in the second hand market you will get it from 48,000 to 50,000 rupees. So here we are not actually seeing a huge crazy price difference in the second hand and a newer smartphone, but still it's worth noting. And it's also one of the best picks for people, just because it offers a lot more colors. And again, I'm not including this factor, again sorry for that, before the iPhone 8, or you get 7 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, they have the base model of 32 gig, and from iPhone 8 onwards the storage capacity goes to 64 gig and 256 gig. So that's worth taking into consideration. And again, with the iPhone 10R you get a 128 gig version as well. Now let's talk about the iPhone 10s. So the iPhone 10s in space gray price is 97,400 Indian rupees. That's incredible. Literally, you're dealing with 1 lakh rupee smartphone, which you're going to carry daily in your pocket, which will few times slip out of your hands. So it's a gamble to be played, because it's a pretty much, a lot expensive smartphone, and paying this much. And this is the smartphone which makes me crazily surprised about the price range. So you can see the brand new one on Amazon's price is 97,400 rupees. If you go in an offline retailer store, they have put the price to 99,999 rupees. It's 1 lakh rupees. And if you do a lot of bargain even in the offline retailer stores, they give you the price of 95,000 at least. And when you're talking about a second-hand market, the iPhone 10s price is 75 to 80,000. So that's a big marginal gap which we are seeing about this iPhone, that I really don't understand that why and how can its price there be so much difference in that. And not only that, as you can see here, the iPhone 10s Max 256 gig version cost 1,24,899 rupees. In short, you're getting iPhone XS Max 256 gig, or the highest specification model from Apple uh, in India for 1,25,000 rupees, in which you can easily get a second-hand great functioning car even. So this is a tremendous price to be looked after. So the 1,25,000 is just approximately like $1,800 to $1,900 straight away. So this doesn't make any sense for the normal Indian person, because if you see just on Amazon also, if I will just search for phone, the results which I'm getting are not even crossing the 30 to 40,000 limit. As you can see, the Vivo V15 with a pop-up selfie camera, 19,900 rupees. This is too much for an Indian consumer. If I will search like Redmi Note 7, which has a nice full display, everything. So you see here, what is the price of Redmi Note 7? Well, it is 15,630 rupees. And the Redmi 7, which has 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage, price is 9,000 rupees. And it's even the Amazon's choice. So this is a big difference. And again, if you're planning to get a new iPhone in 2019, my best suggestion for you to go for is going to be the iPhone 10, because Apple offers most of the premium, or you can say all of the premium. The display from the iPhone XS is the same in iPhone 10. The unibody design is same. Everything is same, just the processor is different. The A12 Bionic chip, and in iPhone 10 you find the A11 Bionic chip, but that is again one of the fastest chips. The iPhone 10 performs rock solid in 2019. So I don't see that it making no sense for people, or getting confused in buying which. And when I'm talking now about the iPhone buying guide, the biggest competition arrives at, should I buy the iPhone 10 or should I buy the iPhone XR? The iPhone 10 is a 5.8-inch display smartphone, and the iPhone XR is a 6.1-inch display smartphone. But the factor which really makes me confused or tricky, and it will really make any other person who is not familiar with smartphones tricky to find, that the iPhone XR features a LCD display. Even after Apple advertising it as a liquid crystal retina display, it's again a fancy name for a LCD display. And the iPhone 10 offers much higher specifications, including a nice OLED panel which has a true blacks. And also the facial recognition system is the same in both the smartphones, but you're getting a slightly better battery life in the iPhone XR than iPhone 10. iPhone 10 really doesn't stacks up a lot in the battery department, nor is iPhone XR, because Apple might say it's a full 1 day of battery life, but in real handed use of any person doing slight gaming, searching some internet, trying to go on YouTube and watch videos, so that person will get about 75% of the day done, but still have to plug the phone into charging for going the rest of the day. So again, and I don't have any problem for this feature also, because you can get the Morphe's wireless charging case, or power charging case, or the battery case, or the battery pack from Apple also you can get, which really stacks up a lot and will even provide you sometimes 2 days of battery life with the iPhone 10 and the XR. So guys, what is my ultimate conclusion? Well, if your budget is under 50,000, or let me start by, if your budget is under 30,000 rupees, my best pick has to go for the iPhone 8. If your budget is near 50,000 rupees, I will definitely suggest you to go for the iPhone 10. And if you are getting an iPhone XR for that price some way or the other, then that's even fantastic. But guys, a person who has experienced OLED display, I would say that the iPhone 10 makes your iOS interface much more cleaner than the iPhone XR. I don't at all say that the iPhone XR's display is bad. It's one of the best LCD displays you'll find in any smartphone. But as of for the current competition, every single smartphone making company is shifting towards OLED. So it makes perfect sense for you guys to opt for OLED technology, and just the true blacks in the OLED really saves a lot of battery life. So that's again a point taking into consideration. So guys, So hope so you have liked this video. It was a pretty short video. You might say that from a lot of days I'm not showing my face, I'm not making FaceTime videos, but this was one of my videos. So there is not a lot of time with me, so I am uploading few videos or like a lot of videos on the pictorial format, and I'm making like this few videos. So guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Hope so you have got something or the other, or you have got your answer that which iPhone you should get. So hope so you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and stay tuned for more videos. Until then, peace.